to someone. All right, guys. So good evening. Happy evening to you all. I'm Carissa. I'm a Sapphire here with the company. I'm super excited for all you guys that are on with us tonight to get to be a part of this amazing information that we have for you all tonight. I want to introduce our special host, but first tell you guys just a little bit about me, about my story, why I joined here with Envision You. So I'm a single mom of two, 20 and a 14-year-old who is autistic as well as ADHD. So I also take care of my dad on a full-time basis who has dementia, and while at the same time being a full-time entrepreneur from home. I've been in this industry over 17, 18 years, while also being an entrepreneur in general for the last 20. While I love the fact that this space has been able to do so much for me, as well as being retired for the last 12 years and being able to now just live the full life of not being able to not missing anything that had to deal with a lot that has transpired in my life over the last 10 years that I've been able to be a part of everything and not miss a thing. So I'm super excited for this journey because since being here, we've been able to not only just learn so much, but be able to experience a lot from one of our leaders that you're going to be hearing from tonight. I got started because I seen this leader in this company for over the last 2.5 years. I seen when he joined, I seen his growth. I seen him get his jacket for reaching the rank of diamond, which you'll hear more about shortly to understand what that is. And I reached out to him and was excited for him getting all the questions answered, being able to speak to the CEO, be able to have one of our other leaders that you'll also meet in this company with us as well, be a part of this journey. So I'm super excited for him. He's going to tell you guys a lot, and I'm hoping you have just your ears open and ready for this opportunity just to see what we see and why we were so excited to get started here. And I'm going to pass it over to my coach, Tracy Fisher. He is a husband, he's a father, a grandfather. He's been in this industry over 20 plus years while also being a servant leader. He loves to continue to help all of us be able to grow. And it's been an amazing experience being here with him so far over this last month. He's been now working with us the last few weeks on our personal development. We've been reading this amazing book called The Compound Effect and diving deeper into that. And it's just great to not only see someone that want to see you thrive just in general with as far as finances go, but be able to grow your body and your mind as well. So I'm going to turn it over to our amazing coach, Coach Tracy Fisher, so he can get this going for us tonight. Mr. Fisher, are you there?
Here, Carissa. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
I can hear you. Let me see if that's me and my volume. A
Uh,
little louder.
Good deal. Hold on one second. Can you guys
Perfect.
hear me? If you guys can
Perfect.
hear me clear, go ahead and type 777 in the chat. If you can hear me very clear, type 777 in the chat for me. All right, guys, listen, I am absolutely just super excited to kind of share some information with you on this evening. Before I get a chance to do this, guys, I would be remiss not to give it back to my business partner, Carissa. She and I, we've been knowing each other, like she said, for a little over 6 years now. We met in another company where she and I both were top leaders in that particular company. I was there for about 4 years. And we had fun. We had a lot of fun. I believe that one of the reasons why I was at that company was to meet this young lady right here, Miss Carissa. And we learned so much from each other. And then we kind of went our separate ways. We were sideline business partners, but we kind of went our separate ways. And like she said, we cheered each other on. It was very authentic with both of us. We were seriously happy for one another on our success journeys. And like she said, guys, she reached out to me. We started to talk and communicate. And I just thank God that Carissa said yes to this opportunity. I thank God that Coach Brandon and just such a phenomenal team with Team Diamonds that's kind of rising through the ranks of our company very, very fast. And so, guys, we're going to talk about that here in just a little bit. So if you're a guest today, I want you guys to do me a big favor. If you can, make sure that you keep an open mind to what you are going to hear on this evening, okay? Now, when you think about who I am, I think I want to go back just a little bit, guys, not diving so much into my story, but the reason why I even got involved in this profession many, many years ago, we're talking in the 90s. right? I've been involved in networking for so long. My wife and I, we have 5 children, but we also have 9 grandchildren. And so when I started thinking about my legacy and really what I wanted to create for my grandchildren, it was really what I wanted to do in the beginning. Here I was, a young father raising 5 kids. I was just wanted to make an extra 500, extra $1,000 a month just to kind of supplement because we had so many kids, right? And so I discovered this industry. I did not know about residual income at that particular time. I didn't really know about it. I was working in insurance. My wife was working for a local television station in their accounting department, right? And so we were both kind of climbing up that corporate ladder, Carissa, only to discover that the ladder that we were climbing was really leaning up against the wrong building. And so I got started in this profession, guys, at a very young age. And it's helped me do a lot of incredible things. I've been retired now for a very long time. I can't even remember since I've actually worked a physical job. But since we got involved in this company like 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, we actually became founding members with the company, but we also became a visionary diamonds in the company as well. Now, I'm not saying that to be impressive to all the guests. We're only saying that just to impress upon you. Now, watch this. I believe that every company, if you decide to partner with us, I believe that every company should have a vision. And ladies and gentlemen, our vision is very big. It's not for the faint at heart. We are just a baby company at this time. Our vision is to positively impact the lives of 1 billion people, and we're going to do it spiritually, emotionally, and physically. But we're going to lead with core values, and those values is love, integrity, unity, and trust. And in the process of us doing that, guys, we're going to create the most trusted and respected health and wellness company in the entire world. Now, we want the world to envy you, but watch this. We don't want them to envy you in a bad way. We want them to envision you successful, healthy, beautiful, benevolent. You're a giver, because we believe that the world is going to see you the way that God intended for you to be seen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you decide, okay, if you decide to partner with us, there's a lot of growth that's going to take place, your personal, your financial growth. You're going to be rewarded very, very well. We have a compensation plan that is absolutely explosive. We're going to go on incredible trips together. So we're going to know each other's families. So you're going to be rewarded. Also, the platform, global footprint. Right now, we're already doing business in over 40 countries today. We have products and services that we're going to talk about. We're going to dive into here in just a little bit. And then, of course, leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, leadership is everything. John Maxwell said that everything rise and everything fall because of leadership. You see, guys, if you go to a great church right now today, it's because your pastor is a great leader, right? Your household is thriving because you're a great father, you're a great mom. And so our company is successful right now because of this gentleman that you're seeing on your screen. This is Dr. David Imonitie. He definitely does not really need an introduction. He's earned millions and millions of dollars in the home-based business profession as a distributor, right? And now he is the CEO and the visionary of the company. Guys, we're talking over $60 million in commissions that he's earned. When we launched this company, we did not have to borrow money from a bank. He's already put well over $5 million into the infrastructure. And guys, listen, this gentleman, his heart is so big for people. Every dime that the company is earning today, he has not even taken a salary at this particular time. All the money that he's making now, he's actually putting it back into the company so we can further expand on the brand. That is absolutely remarkable. Guys, listen, not only do we have a health and wellness side, we also have a digital education side. So whether you want to learn about technology, about metaverse, about real estate, preferably in Airbnb space, owning your own car rental business, right, through Turo, financial literacy, which is absolutely exploding right now today. Many people want to get their finances in order. Well, we have an educational platform that allows you to do that. But we're not going to dive into that part of our company tonight. Guys, we're going to start with this. We're going to start with travel. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, put a number 7 in the chat. If money was no longer an issue for you right now today, put a number 7 in the chat if you love to travel. Put a number 7 in the chat if you love to travel. Now, if money was no longer an issue and you had all the time right now, can you type, what would you travel? If you had no money issues whatsoever and you had the personal time, where would you like to travel? Put that in the chat for me real quick. You see, guys, what if I told you that you will be able to partner up with a company that's in the travel space. Now, why did we choose travel though? Let me tell you why we chose the travel space. Well, number one, most households are spending about $5,800 in annual in terms of travel. I think it's a little bit more than that. But if you think about it, this is a $6 trillion industry today. Now watch this. Coffee is also very easy conversation. So if I'm talking to a neighbor, if I'm talking to a friend, it's easy to talk about travel. Why? Because everybody wants to travel somewhere. Now, what if that was a way, a company that you can partner with, where you can actually save up to 80%, and we're talking below industry prices, that you can actually go to 1.5 million hotels around the world and you can travel, guys, at below industry prices. We're talking 80% savings all over the world, which is absolutely phenomenal. Guys, that's one section of our company. Listen, you're going to download an app to your phone, and we're talking 60% in Vegas savings, 80%. It doesn't matter. You're going to partner with what we call Vision Lifestyle, okay, which is absolutely explosive. I want you guys to take a look at this real quick. Give me 1 second. I want you guys to watch this really, really quick. I want to make sure you can hear the sound. All right, watch this, guys.
Introducing Vision Lifestyle Trips. Travel more and save more. Create lifetime memories, enhance your lifestyle, and proven mental and health wellness. Get access to specially curated VIP private group vacations with member rates at high-end worldwide resorts and cruises. That is not all. Vision Lifestyle offers every major bucket list destinations worldwide that cannot be compared. Gain access to private hotel booking engine with member savings. As much as 80% at resorts worldwide. We offer member access to unlimited weekly vacation homes worldwide and as much as 50% off car rentals worldwide. With most major brands, want to cruise? Vision Lifestyle offers access to global ocean and river cruises with upfront savings or back-end dollars to apply to future free travels. Need to fly? Get access to flights with all major airlines worldwide at the best airline published rates. It's known, vacations make you happier. Happiness makes you healthier. Healthiness makes you wealthier. Become an Nvision Lifestyle member today.
All right, guys, put some fire in the chat for that video. Put fire in the chat for that video, guys. Listen, do you know, to be a part of the Vision Lifestyle, guys, we're talking about unbelievable vacations that we're going to go on together. Well, we were supposed to be in Dubai in the month of June, but something happened around in the Middle East. But guess what? We actually, in about another couple of weeks, we're going to be heading to Dubai. First time ever. We're talking a round trip air transfer, English and Spanish speaking guides. We're going to have daily breakfast there. We're going to be dune bug. It's going to be amazing. We're going to visit Abu Dhabi. Right? I'm so excited about that. We're going to have camel rides. I can't wait to do that as well. Guys, we're talking about a 5-star vacation, but we're talking for under $1,800, under $1,700 per couple. It's an amazing, amazing time. In addition to that, in September, we're going to be going to Punta Cana, right? Now, some of you guys may be thinking, well, Mr. Fisher, I've already been to Punta Cana. You probably have, but you haven't been with us, right? We're going to have a great time together. We're talking hundreds and hundreds of us together at a 5-star property. All drinks are included. We're talking for less than $600 per person. We're going to have a blast there. And then, of course, we're going to also go to Egypt. This is going to be in November. We would love for you guys to go to Egypt with us. But guess what? You have to be inside of Vision Lifestyle in order to get this incredible vacation. Guys, we're putting so many vacations together. I cannot wait until we start to really tap into the cruise lines, and we're going to all go cruising together. Guys, that's amazing. Now, let's go ahead and switch gears, because now, guess what? The vision for the company is for you to be not only wealthy, but also healthy as well, guys, because, 5 years ago, Carissa, our health was important to us. Over the next 10 or 15 years, guys, our health is still going to be very important. So we launched a product a little over a couple of years ago, almost now. It's called Alive. Now, with the Alive product, it's designed to do a few things. Number one, revive, replenish, and renew. Now, we're not going to cheapen our ingredients, guys. We're going to put the most incredible ingredients inside of our products, right? It's going to taste amazing. So we have apple cinnamon, we got aloe vera, we have spirulina, cinnamon bark extract, we put raspberry and green tea and ginger root, which is good for your tummy health, vitamin B12, cranberry, but we also put maca root. Come on, y'all. Come on, all you married folks. Y'all know what maca root is good for. 7-in-1 benefits. It's good for your metabolism, blood sugar support. Hold on one second. Right? Balances those hormones, increase your energy, decrease the appetite, and it also helps with your weight management as well. So listen, when we first launched this Alive product, we came with the Alive apple cinnamon. Then we took it a step further and we added the beets and the cherry flavor as well. Guys, we're going to continue to add to the Alive product line in terms of branding, right? So guess what? We came out with our liquid collagen for skin and beauty. Well, inside of this liquid collagen, this is the gold bottle. We have our aloe vera, L-carnitine, biotin, B vitamins, orange papaya, which is also good for your hair, your nail growth, your gut health. Guys, let me tell you something. When you take the collagen, I'm telling you right now, it's definitely good for your gut health, your skin, healthy joints. How many of you know that once you get past a certain age, you don't just spring out of bed the way we used to? So it's good to have a product that's going to help you with your joints. Okay, so that's very powerful. So now, in addition to that, guys, for the guest that's on the broadcast, look at the packaging here, right? Remember, we're just 2.5 years old. Can you imagine what we're going to be a year from now, 2 years from now? See, our marketing team is already very, very strong. And so we're super excited about that. So listen, one of the things that we always recommend is our regimen. So one of the regimens we recommend is that in the morning, when you wake up, you're going to take just a shot of your apple, beets, and cherry. During the daytime, you're going to also come back and take another shot of your apple cinnamon. And then at night, ladies and gentlemen, you can have a nice mocktail and you're going to have your collagen product as well. Now, I have a question for you, ladies and gentlemen. Knowing what you know today about Starbucks, right? If you had the ability to invest in Starbucks, let's just say 10 or 15 years ago, put a number 1 in the chat if you would have done so. Put a number 1, knowing what you know today about Starbucks. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to now what we call the coffee that pays. Right? I want to introduce you to it. Watch this real quick.
Remember when coffee was just coffee? A routine sip, part of the 2 billion cups consumed daily, enough to fill an Olympic swimming pool every 3 minutes. Same old flavor, same old routine. For centuries, 75% of coffee drinkers have settled for mediocrity, masking the taste with sugar, syrups, and overpriced add-ons. But what if coffee didn't just promise to be amazing? What if it actually was? Introducing Alive Coffee, the first coffee that tastes as good as it makes you feel. Meet the coffee that thinks beyond the cup. Bold, smooth, alive. Made from expertly roasted top-quality beans, Alive Coffee is smooth, rich, and shockingly delicious. Stop drinking May, start drinking Alive. The coffee that delivers just like the 90% who won't start their day without it. Alive Coffee. Wake up, take over. Feel alive.
Guys, here's what I want to do real quick. I want 2 people to unmute your line real quick and let me know if you have a personal testimony on the taste of this product. When you first had a chance to put your lips on the Alive cappuccino, what were your initial thoughts when you first tasted the product? Can someone unmute real quick and let us know?
That I can drink it because I didn't like coffee because it tasted nasty. I need to have a whole lot of sugar and a whole lot of cream. So I could drink it without putting nothing in it. So it was good.
I love it. Thank you, Latrivia. I love it, love it, love it. Anyone else, guys, if you had a chance to try it for the first time?
Yes, Mr. Tracy, this is
Hey,
Malika. How are you doing tonight?
Awesome and amazing. Thank you.
Hey, this coffee is amazing. I'm not a huge coffee drinker, and the first time I sipped it, I was like, oh wow. And I just was like, wow, this is so good. And then when I went back to learn more, I realized it's called the Oh Wow Coffee. I was like, okay, they call it Oh Wow Coffee for a reason, because
Right.
every time somebody tastes it, it's like, wow, it's delicious.
Thank you so much, Malika. You're absolutely right. Guys, listen, for the guest that's on the broadcast, what makes it so unique is the fact that it's dairy-free. It's nut-free, it's soy-free and sugar-free, no sugar in it, but it tastes like it has some sugar, but it's no sugar. Non-GMO, gluten-free product as well. But take a look at what's
Remember when
take a look at what's inside of the product, guys. Now, why did we choose the coffee industry? Well, look at this. It's one of the 5 fastest growing industries in the world. But here's some industry facts. If you don't know about coffee, over 2 billion cups of coffee is being consumed every single day. It's the second most traded commodity in the world after oil. The global coffee market, guys, is absolutely exploding over $100 billion. Specialty coffee has increased by 20%. And most people are addicted to a cup of coffee. Some people, ladies and gentlemen, you can't speak to them in the morning until they've had that nice cup of coffee. I'm telling you right now. So guys, what makes us so very different? Look at what we put inside of the coffee. We have Arabica coffee beans. We have pomegranate, coconut oil. We have camellia oil, 9 different superfoods, including, watch this, we put okra and asparagus inside of your coffee. We have vitamin A, B, and B12. We have magnesium, mangosteen, prune, acai berry, bilberry, right? We put pumpkin and ginseng and pine bark. Yes, inside of your coffee. So, ladies and gentlemen, we put the health inside of the habit. And I'm telling you right now, guys, it's the #1 coffee in the world today. Now, guess what? We understand that people also love to drink tea. So our company came out with something called the matcha tea. I tell people, guys, this is like the Rolls Royce of all teas. It's an amazing, amazing product, non-GMO product, gluten-free. In fact, watch this. I'm actually sipping my matcha tea. It's amazing. Matcha tea with a little almond milk. It is so, so good. Sugar-free, dairy-free. Look at all the incredible ingredients that we put inside the product as well, guys. Packaged beautiful. So watch this, guys, because we're also coming out with our brand new bold coffee. Take a look at this really quick here.
This fall, when bold is more than a flavor, when every sip wakes your senses and every cup fuels your rise. No milk, no sugar, no compromise. Something deep is coming. Something pure is coming. Something powerful is coming. Alive, bold black coffee. Brought to you by Nvisionu. Coming this fall, 2025. Awaken the bold in you.
I cannot wait until we launch this product, guys. It's coming out very, very soon. Watch this. How do you start with us? Everything sounds good. We got other products that's coming down the pipe as well. We have our mocha product, and I understand that we also have a hot chocolate. So for those of us who love children, we got hot chocolate. That's going to be coming down, very healthy version of that as well. That's coming down as well. Now, how do you start? Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 different packages that you can start with, right? And I want you to understand, it depends on whatever your budget is, right? We have something called a core level. It's a $250 investment. We have an essential level. This is a $500 investment as well. You're going to get everything that you see on your screen. We also have the premier level. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the one that I highly recommend. If you're going into business for yourself, you want to have enough where you can sip yourself. You can also sample it out to other people. And when they want it, you want it to have it in your inventory. Now, it also puts you in a position to where you have a check match bonus that's also available. This is only available for premier members and above, right? Now, on the digital side, we have the digital side core pack is $250. On the digital, we also have $500 level, and we also have the digital premier level. That also includes your vision lifestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, right now through the summertime, we are running a promotion, right? We don't know when it's going to end, but we're running the promotion. It's only a $200 promotion. Look at this, guys. You're getting 2 boxes of coffee. You get the big bottle of the ABC, the apple cinnamon, and also the small shot bottles as well. And you can tap into that, guys. This is a very powerful promotion that I recommend as well. Now, for those of us who say, you know what, Mr. Fisher, how are you guys growing? You know, right now we're right at about $50 million in revenue. We've already introduced the business and customers to about 100,000 people in a very short period of time. Well, we're not utilizing commercials on TV. We're not utilizing celebrities to do endorsements. However, we do have social influencers, and this is a great way for social media marketers to actually put our brand on their social channel and make that extra money as well. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, our goal is to get to 1 million customers by May of 2027. We're gonna take 20 different cities, states, and countries, and we're gonna put 50,000 customers in those particular markets. We're gonna do it. Absolutely, we're gonna do it. By the grace of God, it will get done, right? Now, in order for you to become a distributor with our company, you can become a visionary builder, and we can now, by contract, we can now pay you, right? You're gonna have access to wholesale pricing. You're going to have a phenomenal website. You're going to get trained by professional people that know exactly what we're doing. For that, ladies and gentlemen, it's only a $50 investment, and that covers the entire year of your website and everything. It is absolutely phenomenal to pay, just invest $50 for the entire year. Now, let's talk about how do we earn money within Nvisionu. The first way is called retail. Very simple. You're going to purchase the product at the low cost of wholesale. You mark it up to your retail cost, and you keep the money. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if we focus on just coffee, this example says that if I get $1,000, 50 boxes worth of coffee, right? And I sell the coffee at $40, $45 a box, I want you to look at your retail at $2,000, your profit is $1,000. We're going to have people, listen to me very closely. We're going to have people in our company, they're going to pay their mortgage from income stream number one. They're going to pay their house payments. They're going to get caught up on their credit card bills just from income stream number one. Because remember, coffee is a commodity. Guys, listen, we are getting this at about 90 cents or $1 per cup. When you mark this up to $3 and $4, some people are doing it $5 and $6 per cup. Look at your margins there. We have businesses right now that are putting our product inside of their businesses. Look at their margin. Think about the people you know right now who own a traditional business, a traditional restaurant, that would love to put a nice, healthy gourmet coffee inside of their restaurant. And what if you were the one who told them about it, right? Here's what happens. You see, number two is called a fast start bonus. So here's what happens. Let's say you tell me about this, and I'm your cousin, and maybe I own a restaurant. Well, if I decide to get started at the premier level, you're going to get a $100 bonus, right? Essential 50, course 25. But we also have a second level or second tier bonus. Once you get to the rank of champion, you also would pick up a second level bonus as well. And once you get to the ruby level, guys, you will also pick up a third level bonus. Now, we're going to cover a lot of this stuff in training, but we also have something called the residual bonus. Ladies and gentlemen, residual is everything. Right? You do something once, you get paid over and over again for the life of that customer. So I want to share with the guests really quick, if you just had two people that you know who were overworked and underpaid. How many of us know people like that? Put a number 2 in the chat. If you know at least 2 people that are overworked and underpaid, put number 2 in the chat for me. Let me see the chat. I think everybody know a few people like that. Overworked and they're underpaid. Absolutely. So let me share with you how the residual part works. So let's just say you introduce the business to 2 people, okay? And if they come in at the smallest level of just the core level, 250, that's 150 points. And if those 2 sponsor their 2, you're going to be what's called a team consultant, okay? That's the first level in the company. And you're going to see $200 show up in your back office. We're going to pay you $50 every Friday. Right? But watch this. Now you're going to go to the next level. The next level is called lead consultant. As a lead consultant, your team is going to grow from 4 to now 10. When it gets to 10 people, guys, right? You can make, let's say you just sponsor 2 and 8 more people somehow come into your business. Now we're going to pay you a $500 residual. Every single week, we pay you $125 a week. And then, of course, you have a level called champion. Guys, at the champion rank, right? You have about 30 people in your organization, 15 on your left, 15 on your right, right? Now we're going to pay you $250 every single Friday. So shout out to the champions on the broadcast. Shout out to the ones who went to the level of lead consultant. Shout out to, I think we got Mr. Brandon James who's on the call, Miss Carissa. Mr. Brandon is a brand new team consultant, right? Literally, he just got into the company, ladies and gentlemen, right? And he's already at the team level. Guess what? He is eyeing the champion and above level, I guarantee you, right? Now, watch this. The person that invited you to the call, watch, I want you to look at your screen, right? You see where it says 5 and 5? The person who invited you here today, that person can actually place 5 customers beneath you and you still make $500 a month residual, right? Same thing with champion. That person can place 15 customers beneath you, potentially, and you still make $1,000 residual. God, it gets even better. We have a sapphire level. At the sapphire level, guys, we're talking about 70 people within your network. Now you're earning about $2,000 a month. That's an extra $500 a week. That's just on this stream of income, right? Shout out to Miss Carissa, who's on the broadcast, who literally just came into the company a little over a month ago, who crushed this level, guys, within her first couple of weeks in the business. And then we have the Ruby level, right? And I'm telling you, she is like really close, really, really close to knocking out the Ruby position. She's going to get it done, her and her phenomenal team. Once you get that done, guys, now we're talking $3,500 in just your residuals, $875 that's paid out to you every single week. And your sponsor can actually place half the customers under you and you still get the $3,500. We also have a level called Emerald Consultant. Most of our Emeralds in the company, guys, they're all full-time. That's an extra $60,000 a year. You're full-time at that level. That's about $1,250 that's paid out to you every single week, right? Now, in addition to that, Diamond, #1 lifestyle, grateful position. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking at least 500 customers within your network, your organization. The company is paying you $10,000 every 30 days. You're going to make $2,500 a week. And that's the minimum that you're going to make as a diamond. Guys, it goes all the way up to $1 million a month on this part of our comp plan. I am so fired up and excited to help so many people get to this level right here, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, we also have a check match. Now, remember we talked about earlier that in order to get the check match, if you do the $1,000 investment, right, you automatically get the check match, or you have to wait until you hit the champion rank, and now the 5% will kick in. So anytime you now personally sponsor someone into this business, every time they get a weekly paycheck, you actually get a check match as well, okay? But you have to be a champion and above to do it. We also have a dream bonus. So once you get to the level of champion, right, and you hold that rank 9 out of 12 weeks, we're going to give you an additional $500 bonus. Sapphire will give you $750. Ruby will give you $1,000. Emerald is $2,000. Folks, that goes all the way up to $500,000 the company pays you. Guys, we're did I say we're brand new? Guys, we're just a brand new company. We've only been in business for 2.5 years. 2.5 years, right? Listen, there are phases of growth in a company. Right now, we're at the formulation phase. As I close out, we're at formulation. This is where you want to come into the company. You do not want to get involved in the company when they're into momentum, okay? Into momentum. We haven't quite hit the concentration phase yet, okay? In other words, once we get into momentum, that's when the masses of people in Chicago, shout out to my new partners in Chicago who just came in the business, Miss Cheryl. Shout out to you guys that's in the Chicago market, right? If you're in California, if you're in Indianapolis, there's a lot of people that do not know about this company yet. But once we go into momentum, you want to be the one that helps the company get into momentum. And then, of course, the stability phase. As I close out, I'll talk about this in the training. Carissa, remind me, there was a report that I was reading this morning. There's a company called Amway. You guys remember that company? How many of us remember Amway? Put a #1 in the chat if you remember Amway, right? Yeah, guess what? They got started in 1959. And I had a chance to read their top 27 income earners. Carissa, do you know, watch this, and this is for the guests, because I want you to understand where you're sitting. Amway is still the grandfather of this profession. Billions and billions of dollars earned. One couple, Carissa, that started with that company in 1981, right? Do you know they have over 1,000 diamonds in their organization? And they got started in 1981. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to be the reason why this company gets into stability, right? Guys, listen, typically when I show the plan and I share the opportunity with someone, there are really three types of people that's listening to me. Person number 3 says, Mr. Fisher, I like what I'm hearing, but this is really not for me. I don't like sales and things of that particular nature, but here's what I will tell you. If you're a number 3 person, if it's not for you, I want you to get back with the person that invited you and at least support them. At least say, you know what, let me try the product. Let me try the coffee. Let me support you. So if you're a number 3, maybe this is not the timing for you right now, and it's okay. Person number 2 says, Mr. Fisher, I like what I'm hearing. I don't understand it all. I have a couple of questions. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to pause for just a few moments, and we're going to get into what I call an onboarding for all of our brand new partners who just recently signed up. And for those of you that say, you know what, let me kind of hear a little bit more about the system of how you guys do business. And maybe we can get some of those questions answered while as we're going through our onboarding, right? Person number 1 says, Mr. Fisher, I'm ready to go. I've been looking for something like this. I've been looking for a ground floor opportunity just like this. I have not tried the products yet. Shout out to all of my business partners who stepped out on faith. You hadn't even tried the product, but you stepped out on faith and became a distributor, became a visionary builder, right? You stepped out. So if you're a number 1 or number 2, I want you to stay on with me just for a few more minutes, guys. Let me kind of walk you through what are my next steps? What do I do to become profitable within the business? So with that being said, guys, I want you to understand, do not let the lack of money stop you from making money, right? I'll never forget back in, Carissa, it was back in 1997 when the gentleman asked me this question. He said, Tracy, what do you do for a living? And I remember watching a presentation. It was a $500 investment. I'll never forget. He said, Tracy, what do you do for a living? I said, I work in insurance. He said, are you any good at it? I said, yeah, I think I'm pretty good at it, Miss Helen. I'm pretty good. He said, Tracy, how long you been doing it? I said, for about 4 years. He said, Tracy, after 4 years of working, you don't have an extra $500 and you've been working for 4 years? I said, no. He said, Tracy, what if you do as well for the next 4 years as you just done for your last 4 years? Do you think you'll have it then? And I sat there and I started thinking, I'm like, wait a minute. It was almost like he was insulting me. And I said, you know what? If I keep doing it, no, I'm not going to have it. And I'll never forget. He said, Tracy, successful people pay themselves first. I said, oh, okay. And do you know, because that person was already extremely successful, I started to take his advice. And I ended up missing my truck payment. Carissa, I'll never forget this. 1997. I missed a truck payment in order for me to come up with the $500 investment to invest in myself and for my family. And ladies and gentlemen, I never look back. And I'm only saying that because someone on the broadcast, you're probably thinking, I like this, but man, I don't have the money. Ladies and gentlemen, decide to pay yourself first. With that being said, guys, I want to leave you with this quick video, and then we're going to get right into the onboarding. We're going to step out, guys, just for a few minutes, and we're going to start with a quick video, and I want you to hang around because I want you to watch this video as we go into the training. God bless you guys, and welcome to Nvisionu. God bless you guys.